Well, that's what's nice about our show is that we could.
We're rolling.
We're doing the.
Yeah. What?
Yeah, we're doing like wacko stuff in like such a professional setting, and I think the contrast.
Test.
Whoa.
That was to spike the mic, so now we could see.
Dude.
See that spike right there? That was me.
You see that spike? That was me. Did you see that huge spike? There. Yeah. There we go.
That's what we fucking want.
We got it?
That's what we need.
All right, wait. I'm going to spike it.
Please don't spike it, bro.
Okay, I'm going to do it.
Don't spike it.
It's recording? It's recording. All right. Hello. We're here. We're doing this.
This is going to be the first one, right?
Yeah, probably the first one.
Okay, so Chris
welcome to the damn podcast.
Yeah.
Shut up, dude. It's Austin. We brought Austin Locke.
Yeah.
He founder of Flophouse Comedy Club. He does good things for the culture.
Train hopped? You train hopped?
I did do that.
That was sick.
Oh yeah, you did hop trains.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up with that?
It's so I don't know. I'm planning another trip right now. Actually, it's really fun.
Why are you hopping trains?
This is the most fun thing.
It's just fun.
Yeah, and also you could like travel for free and shit.
Okay.
Like it literally is like it's like okay, do I buy like a $80 bus ticket or do I just do this? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Plus you can make content. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, obviously the content is nice.
Well, I mean, it's not really working. It's not going very viral, but it is nice. It's nice.
I think that one of my train hop clips has more views than anything you've ever made. So I don't know if that.
Yeah, whatever. I hate content. I
wasn't gonna bring that up.
I hate content on purpose.
I wasn't gonna bring that up at all.
That's awesome, dude.
So yeah. So welcome to the Austin and Chris show. We have Rowie on as a guest. He's probably gonna get cut out, honestly.
Right. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really fucked up right now. Like not like on drugs. Dude, I've just like I tried yesterday and today to do my job without Adderall, and I don't think that it's possible.
What is your job? I've never understood.
Dude, okay, so I make cold calls. It's like tech sales, work from home. I just have like a list that's like Raytheon, Disney, Children's Hospital, whatever, and then I just like call people and I'm like, hey, do you think blind people can use your website, basically? And they're like, I don't know. And I'm like, you should give us $20,000.
And you make websites blind accessible.
I don't do anything.
No, I know it's not you, but like you're selling blind accessible websites.
Dude, like they're like these like online programs. Like I don't know. Like I was looking at like LinkedIn. Like there are all these sales tools. First of all, there are sales tools where you just get someone's name and then what company they work at, and then it just tells you their phone number and their email.
Bro, you can do that with fucking you can get their like home address and like social security number and shit.
Yeah, you just need to pay.
It's crazy. Yeah,
you just need to pay money.
Really?
Whitepages.com.
I could honestly, a lot of times I can just figure out where somebody lives based on their Facebook.
Yo,
that's the OG. That was before all of this. Yeah.
How do you do that, man?
Dude, you just look for stuff in the background. A lot of times people will post the inside of their house, and then you just kind of look in like the windows from fucking Google Street View.
Bro, you're a motherfucking GeoGuessr, but you're a pervert. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, it's not just girls. Sometimes it's enemies.
Yeah, no, of course. You have to know where they are.
You have to know where my enemies are.
Yeah.
But it's like I actually think it's crazy, like the thing about my job, because it's like, so there are all these programs. First of all, they're like just so much like categorization and like so much like it's so confusing, like dealing like with these softwares, and like I feel like if you're not on like 300 milligrams of modafinil or just straight up on crack, I don't think that it's possible to work that job. And
how much money does this job pay?
Oh, like $14 an hour, basically.
So you need to do crack to make. Okay, that seems good.
It's crazy.
I want to ask about for a blind website. Does that mean it has to like make sounds?
Bro, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I just asked them if their website works.
It's just it's porno, but it's just describing what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, that's a real thing. It's like yeah, it's called a. I don't even know what it's called. I'm so
blind
bad
people
at my
got
job.
different computers than us.
No, the computers just like say stuff.
Dude, they're bumpy.
It's kind of just
bumpy.
like
can we do a let's pretend to do your job. You'll be you and we'll be like Disney, and you try to sell us.
That's a good point. And I'm a harsh guy.
He's harsh. I'm kind of more free and loose with it.
He's the Gen Z guy.
Yeah, I'm the Gen Z.
But there's never two people on the phone.
We're on speakerphone. There's two of us.
God forbid you do a fucking exercise.
Bro, I'm trying to make content for you right now.
All right. Ring ring.
Oh, hey, Chris, someone's on the phone.
Oh God, what do you need, kid?
Well, I'm just. Hi, my name's Roey. I'm calling.
Roy, what a beautiful name.
Spit it out.
Thank you. It's Hebrew. I'm from Israel.
And I'm not gonna think twice about that.
Oh, my name's Dan Palestine, and I'm from Palestine.
My name's Steve Ohio. I'm from Idaho. You wouldn't have thought.
I'm from Palestine, Ohio. But
He's
Is it a place?
yeah, Palestine, Ohio. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where all the trouble is too. No, I didn't get confused.
There's nothing going I just go there and throw rocks at people.
But then basically I'd be like, hi, are you a person that is responsible for making decisions about accessibility or procurement at your company? It's like, and it's literally.
Hey, no, don't break character. Don't break character.
But it's like it's so soul. It's like so soul.
It's
like
a job.
No, but it's like
The troubles
I'm
of
jealous-
working from home.
I'm jealous of you, Chris. Like your job, like because you like get physical with computers.
Dude, do you want to work at my job?
No, I'm not smart enough to do that.
Dude, it's so you just pull the stuff apart.
But you need to know what the stuff is.
Dude, it's so easy, dude.
Is it really easy?
I learned everything about my job from YouTube videos. I lied about going to college.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I didn't need the college degree for this one, so fuck it. Yeah,
I love when
Yeah.
dudes start a podcast and then just like ruin the rest of their lives.
No.
That's pretty cool.
For my first job, I lied about going to college.
No.
But I feel like your job, like at least you have like a skill, like a thing. Where I'm just kind of like
I'm saying it's an easy skill to obtain if you watch YouTube.
that's true. I don't know what I'm doing.
Right,
But
because you just
But
got
I
out of
work-
school, right?
Yeah.
So
I
this
just
is your
got out of
first
school.
job?
This is my first. Like, dude, I was a server for 8 years.
I think you're just like I think everyone has this realization when you leave college and enter the workforce, and you're like, oh, this is useless. And I think that's no matter what job you have, you'll feel that.
all of it's so.
There's not
weird
a
and
single
fake.
job
Yeah,
that would
there's no
hire you
point.
that is worth anything.
There's no point, and there's
No,
just
there's no
like
point.
tons of regulations. It's like, why is a blind person gonna order missiles from Raytheon? Genuinely.
Well, you never know. Some Ukrainians could have got some fucking shrapnel in their eye.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, they're trying to fucking kill a bunch of Russians.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're
And they
right.
need guys like you
They
there
need guys like you, Roey.
to go kill Russian families.
Roey, the war could be over right now if you were better at your damn job.
Yeah.
I guess. I get, but
No, but for real,
I
most jobs
think
are pointless, dude.
No, yeah, they
it has such
almost
a dark
entirely.
energy too, because like I'm working from home, and like it is sick working from home, and there are a lot of benefits. But like when you don't leave your couch all day, bro, it's like dude, it's soul sucking. It's
Yeah.
demonic.
Do your roommates work from home too?
No,
Oh, wait, so
it's
you're
just
home alone.
it's just me.
No, that's
it's just
nice.
me and myself,
How do they monitor? Like, how do they know that you're actually doing your job?
bro. It just counts. Yeah, they don't really know.
Do they have like sales
Spyware?
goals you have to
No.
hit?
Yeah, but it's like
Okay.
6.
You're
Six
right. You,
missiles
you,
a
you, you
year.
hit him in a day.
Yeah.
That's how my old job was too. It'd be like you had to fix 25 computers in a week, and I would fix 25 in my first day.
But it's so easy. I've literally said this on the job is so easy and so fake that I told my boss, I feel like I'm stealing from this company.
You
Well,
shouldn't
that
tell
was the
him
dumbest thing you've ever said in your
shouldn't
entire
tell him
life.
that. You shouldn't tell him
Roy,
that.
you're so dumb.
I
Don't
don't
tell him
know.
that.
I just am a good faith actor, and I just am honest and you know.
Can I give you some
Like a
real
pro-
life
You're a
advice?
damn bad faith actor. Let's be honest here.
Yeah, I am
Let
kinda
me give you
evil.
some real world advice, dude. The second you get a job, you start looking for another one, right?
yeah.
And then the second you get another one, you start stealing as much time until they fire you.
True.
Yeah.
It's not about liking the company or your job.
Oh, you're a soft quitter. That's what that is.
It's more than that. It's about fucking back, dude.
Yeah.
They're trying to fuck your ass, and you
Yeah.
got to turn around and fuck their ass.
Yeah, be a power bottom,
dude.
Roy.
Yeah, literally, you got to be
Yeah.
a power bottom. Throw it back on them. Dude.
Throw it back on him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, it's really it's not about liking your job. It's about fucking over as many people in middle management as possible.
Yeah.
That's-
But I feel like when I get out like of my job, like at the end of the day, this is my first job. I've worked
like-
so many jobs.
Yeah,
I've
but service jobs are different.
Bro, I've
Not
done,
to, like, demean- I've worked service
I've
jobs.
literally been. Have you?
more rewarding.
Do you know?
It's so no working service jobs is low key a little fun. Not
Yeah.
all the time. I'm sure I'm romanticizing it because it was years ago. But
yeah,
I
especially
remember,
as a girl.
No, if there's one girl in the service job, then the whole day is suddenly awesome.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was so funny. The service is miserable. The last service job I had, it was in this place called the Tin Building. It's like 12 restaurants and a food mart. It's like a playground for rich people. The shopping carts there have special like cup holders for wines of glass. So you could go and sip expensive wine while you
That sounds kind of lit, honestly.
choose like, well, the thing is that like, so first of all, the uniform was a jumpsuit. I'd wear a jumpsuit.
That's pretty funny.
It was so demeaning. If I raise my hands like this, like it just slices my nuts in half.
I've been looking
Just
into
slices my
jumpsuits
nuts.
recently for the winter, honestly.
No,
I
don't
think,
get into jumpsuits,
bro.
bro.
No, there's
Don't do
jumpsuits that
that.
like electricians wear. They're all like fur on the inside, and they're like, you know, they look like what guys in the Air Force wear, but they're for like electricians, and they seem kind of sick.
Yeah, but you look like a goofball.
Dude, no. I'm about to start wearing like wet I want it to look like I do labor.
Yeah.
For when I get on the train with Latinas.
Mm.
That's been my thing lately.
Chris, I actually have no idea what you're saying. And
I know what you're saying.
What?
You know what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, I know exactly
Latinas
what you're
love
saying.
guys with jobs.
Okay.
So I'm going to look like I have a job
No.
on the subway, and then I'm going to try and fuck Latinas.
Oh, I see. No, I see.
God,
Well, I
we're teaching you so much on this podcast.
well, you know,
Steal from your job.
Steal
Hit
from
on
your
women on the
Well, I've
train.
stolen from
They
my
love
job.
it.
Well, they have to look at you first.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the tin building was the thing that was so crazy about it, right? Is that like basically I would just sit there and I had nothing to do. It was another very easy job. I would just stand behind a counter and I'd be cracked up on like 30 milligrams of Adderall, just like pacing back and forth behind this counter, and I would just conspire against the tin building. And I found out just through sheer conspiring that the guy, so it's owned by Jean George. You know Jean George?
No.
So John,
Sounds like a Star Trek character.
so Jean George is a French Michelin chef.
I want him dead.
He's like
Yeah,
a
fuck that guy.
multiple restaurateur. Like he has like multiple like Michelin restaurants and like very, very bougie, high society like kind of restaurants. And just the thing is like, so these are the clues. The first clue was in orientation when they told us his story. He was like, "Oh, I remember eating fine dining from when I was just a boy. The first time I went to a restaurant there." And like,
and you're a cashier, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
So
okay.
so he's got old money. That's one. Okay. Two, he's from Alsace, France. Do you know about Alsace? That's the part of France that was conquered by
Oh, the Nazis.
the Nazis.
Yeah,
I thought that was all of
Clue
France. Am I
number
wrong about that?
three,
But
Jean
really
George,
got conquered.
Jean George is not even his name. His name is Jean George Vongerichten. So
You're
I'm
saying
like,
that, wait, you're saying that like that's like a mic drop vote. That's just a hard name. You don't put
Vongerichten?
you don't put that
And
on a
he's from,
building.
he's a Frenchman from Alsace whose name is Vongerichten. That's like meeting a guy from Argentina. His name is Hitler.
Yeah, his name is like
Juan
Dan
Hitler.
Dan Hitler from Argentina.
Yeah, like, exactly.
He forgot to change the last name.
Vongerichten is not a French. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
And
You're
then-
saying this man is a Nazi. Is what I'm hearing here.
The thing is,
Yeah.
the thing is about the thing is about the tin building.
Wait,
that's so,
yo, is it crazy to if I ask you to buy like some cookies of some sort? I'll Venmo
yo,
you.
cookies, yeah,
Anything
but,
with chocolate in it.
yo,
please.
but not like shitty ones, like nice. You know what I mean? And Austin will Venmo you for that.
Well, but like a Milano.
no,
of some
better than
sort.
Chips Ahoy.
Like a Milano-y type. I will take Chips Ahoy though, if that's.
Dude.
Not like something with like bigger chocolate chunks. I don't. Why are you not a snob about the cookies that you eat?
Well, hold
Why-
on,
well,
hold on,
spending money on
hold on,
cookies,
no.
We'll appreciate whatever you.
You don't
procure.
understand. You don't.
Austin's buying it.
Okay.
Austin's about to be rich for untold reasons. Austin's fine. Get
Dude,
the nicest
listen,
cookies you've got. How about you go to a fucking Insomnia Cookies right now? Take an Uber.
No, I'm good.
I'm
Thank you.
good.
I still wanted that coffee. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're a very kind man. Thank you.
Thank you, Cave. I
Yo,
appreciate
shout
you
out
and love
Cave,
you.
man.
Cave. Fuck, I called you Kane. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
That's so
like
embarrassing.
the
Cave, I know his name too. I've
Yeah,
known him for
you
so
just-
long.
you
I
just
just
did
slipped
it?
up right there.
Yeah, it's okay,
God, I'm such a
man.
dick.
It's okay.
okay.
But
So-
get me cookies,
But
boy.
the thing is, so this is
We're back
another,
to I love that
I'm
Roey's
so
just,
focused
Roey's
on
on
this.
Adderall, standing behind a counter, trying to figure out how his boss is a Nazi.
He's a Nazi. He's a Nazi.
Dude.
He's a fucking
Roey,
Nazi.
is there a world
and I'm a Jew working for a Nazi doing the job of a Latino.
This is why
How
me and
has
Roey
this
are friends.
happened?
This is my thought process too. This
This
would have been immediately my thought process is this guy a Nazi?
Yeah. No, and the thing is that
Yeah, of course. Who cares though?
no, but okay. So
why does that bother you? Take the fucking job.
so how do you fucking like get the money to
All
build?
bosses are kind of Nazis.
No, but this one's a real one.
All bosses are a
He's
form
real
of
one.
Nazi.
You have no idea what it's like working for John George, bro. Because it's fucking everyone that's a manager. Everyone that's a manager is from
You have no
fucking.
idea.
I'm telling you, everyone that's a manager is fucking like Swiss or French
That
or
sounds lovely.
German.
That sounds really
and then
sweet.
Everyone other than me that's below them is black, Latino, Filipino.
Yeah, you're
all
joining
that.
the workforce in
It's-
America.
Wait,
Yo.
so what you're mad about is hanging out with black people?
Yeah.
dude. No, dude,
Bro,
that's
you're crazy,
that-
dog.
Yeah, that's
No, I'm
my
not mad
sweet
about hanging out
spot,
with
dude.
black
That's
people.
my
No.
sweet
No,
spot.
I love them. They're good. No, I love them. They're not the
Bro,
problem.
you're wild.
No, the problem is that it's like a fucking. It's
wanna-
like there's like the fucking rich white people just like screaming at like these fucking like regular people,
Yeah,
and it's racially
Yeah.
segregated.
dude, that's
racially segregated.
It's just the workforce in America.
He's
That's
an
every
awesome-
job I've
that-
ever had, really.
Dude, my
awesome. You found that out at 23.
Yeah, right.
well, I'm not
Very
23.
just discovered.
That's when you worked at the 10 billion, though, right? 23, 24.
How old are you?
I'd say like 24, 25 or
Yeah.
something like that.
26, 25.
26.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, like, about the tin building is that the way that they found it. So there's like this, like, investment group called like Howard Hughes. Do you know about Howard
Why
Hughes?
do they always have two names?
Is it? I always thought it was two guys.
Is it two guys or is it two?
No,
girls?
it's a first name and then a last name. Howard Hughes.
Oh, wait,
He was like one
But
of like
same
the
guy's first and last name, or one guy's first name, one guy's last name?
I don't know. I don't know. I didn't Google that. But, but the point is that
Google that.
so he's like a Ford type figure, you know what I mean? Like he's like an old billionaire, like one of the first like guys. I don't know what he did. I Googled it once, but he's like one of the old guys that like made a fuck ton of money. And then he died, and then his money just became like this cyclical like investment firm that now just like exists as an entity.
That's cool.
Dude,
And
that's kind of sick. To just
I love money in theory. Like you know what I mean?
Dude, money is crazy.
Well,
money is sick, dude.
Can I say something? I'm done being like mean or rude to those guys. I'm just trying to extract as much money as I can from those guys.
No, of course.
Until I die.
Because
Like-
you think you can,
Yeah.
you can win being a cashier, and you can't.
You can't.
There's no. It's a no-win scenario. You have to set your own goalposts.
It's crazy. First of all, he's a Nazi. Second of all, the people that I work for now, not Nazis, sweet people, Canadians actually.
Well,
Well, the Canadian. Oh my God, have you heard about how racist Canadians are to Native Americans?
oh my God, they
can
still
imagine.
have them in fucking camps, bro.
Dude, it's so crazy.
Like unironically, they have
everyone's
them
like,
in
"Oh,
camps.
Canada's so friendly."
Yeah,
Dude,
at least people don't near casinos.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
No, but like in supermarkets in like Native American territory in Canada, like the strawberries are just like $4 more expensive, like dollars more expensive.
That
It's
is weird.
Crazy.
That is weird.
Wait,
it's so weird.
Did you know they found like 250 bodies behind a school, like 2-3 years ago, and the school was from 10 years ago.
Ooh, what?
Wait. Explain that again. I'm
Okay.
I'm missing. Is this
So
in
there was-
Canada or the U.S.?
They would send
Canada.
they send indigenous people to schools in They used to. They don't do it anymore.
Sure.
They used to send indigenous peoples to school like really deep in the north of Canada that taught them how to be white. That was the whole thing. It taught you how to be white.
By the way, I would nail it as a professor there. But
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Professor of whiteness is a fun job.
I do think I would nail.
Austin would be like, speak through your nose.
Yeah.
Your nose
Yeah.
right here.
Here's how to be condescending, but in a way that you can argue that you're not being condescending.
yeah.
Here's how to ask for something that you can just kind of get a quick out of it.
Yeah.
But anyway, they found like 250 like bodies.
Oh, they were killing them at the school.
I'm sure there's
Oh.
a perfectly reasonable explanation as to why there were 250 bodies from 10 years ago behind
well,
a school.
they already had the reasoning because they shut down all the schools because they were killing people, and this was one of the last 3 left. And they were like, "We're one of the ones that don't kill the kids."
It's
They were-
crazy. It's crazy. They were just killing. Like that's damn.
Wait, Canada was just murdering children like 10 years ago?
Yes,
Damn.
Bro,
like,
Justin
in, like-
Trudeau is so scary.
he's Hitler. He was wearing blackface like while the camps were going.
No way. Well, that's not red face. They're not putting black people
You think that
in camps.
you think that he
Well, the
knows the
sentiment-
difference?
First of all, the sentiment.
Unless
Hold
you're
on,
of
this-
the mind that black people are Native Americans, like Kyrie
no.
Irving, in which case,
The
yes,
sentiment.
that's
The
the same thing.
sentiment. The sentiment is racism.
Yes. No. Yes. They're racist.
If you're doing outlandishly like
Blackface.
that's what you're doing in public. What are you doing in private? You know.
Plus,
what I mean?
remember he was Aladdin,
Yes.
so he was brown facing.
That is Indian.
He was brown. Yeah, literally,
the
he was
other
brown
type of
facing.
Indian,
Yes, he was
yeah.
brown facing. He literally was brown facing.
He didn't know the difference,
Dude, I'm
so
from-
he just
listen,
he was hating on
Listen,
them.
you can say what you want about brown facing. Don't mess with the Zohan. American classic.
Does he do brown face in that?
Bro, the whole movie is Israeli comedians like gluing like pubes to their
is this
face.
Sasha
No,
Baron-
Adam
what am I-
Sandler. Don't
what am
mess with the Zohan.
I'm thinking of something else.
You're thinking
then.
of Bruno or Borat.
I am.
Borat, yes.
Borat's great, yeah.
Yeah,
No,
Borat's
I'm not
great,
thinking of
but-
Borat. He did something that sounded like Zohan.
No.
Whatever. Sorry, keep going.
But Zohan was the Adam Sandler movie where he's an Israeli commando that like quits and wants to be a hairdresser in New York and
All right.
falls in love with a Palestinian woman.
Oh wait.
And it's like seems like it's pro-Palestine, but half of the comedy of the movie is that there are Israeli comedians who glue pubes to their face, and then they're just like, "Oh, Allah, I'm a stupid taxi driver. Allah,
Was it Adam Sandler?
And it was so
Bro, that man
fucked
has
up.
range,
It's
dog.
so
That man
fucked
really-
up.
That man can really play all sorts of guys. Does he have like a schlubby wife
No,
and like
he's
some
not doing
annoying
it.
kids?
It's the Israeli comedians doing it. You ask any Jewish person about Dumbass of the Zohan, they're like, "Oh my god, literally a classic." Fizzy Bubelech, who can forget? That's what people say.
if I run into some Israelis, that'll be my first question.
Yeah, how do you feel about Don't Mess with the Zohan?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's the best movie ever,
Dude.
Oh
Do you
my
have family
god.
in Israel still?
Fizzy Bubelech.
We cannot talk about this. if you
Yes.
don't- Yeah.
Yes.
How was that for you?
The whole family. and,
Are they having a ball right
I
now?
don't want to talk about it too much. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty nice for them. It's not.
They're about
that
to get a
bad.
back porch. They're about to get some more land going on. Yeah.
I'll
They're
talk-
adding a pool.
I'll talk to my grandma. I'll talk to my grandma, and she'll be like, "Oiki, I'm scared. The Middle East after the war is not going to be the same Middle East it is today." And I'm like,
really?
Yeah.
and then I say, I understand why you're scared. Like but I'm sure you'll be safe. Like everything's gonna be okay. I love you. You know what she's, and then she'll immediately, and I'll be like, well, what did you do today? And she's like, oh, I went to the mall.
Yeah.
I went to the mall, and then I went to the grocery store.
Yeah, she's not in a war zone at all.
Well, no, she is. She is. Like, there are times where you have to go to the bomb shelter,
Sure.
and then like she sleeps in the bomb shelter like at night just in case, and like it is like an active wartime thing. And
Yeah, that makes sense.
but it's like I guess you could think of like if something terrible is about to happen to Israel, like you could kind of think as like my grandma is like P. Diddy right before they got him, like just hanging out in Central Park. Where he's like, la la la, I'm having a nice day. And there's like this unspeakable impending doom that's just.
Yeah, your
But I
grandma's
really-
gonna die soon, is what you're
Well,
saying.
I don't know.
Your grandma's about to oil up some
I don't
boys.
want to talk about it beyond.
Your grandma's about to take some young, sweet
think
men
about
and
that.
oil them up
Um.
and have freak offs. Low key,
Ooh.
never mind.
Yeah,
freak
but
off?
the.
Should we start doing freak offs, but like consensually?
So what's a freak off?
I think it's an
Genuinely.
orgy. I think it's an orgy. Is
It's
my
just-
understanding.
It's just an orgy.
It's just an orgy, but I think the problem with Diddy was he would like the drug the women,
yeah.
or like bring in kids.
And I wouldn't do any of that
Possibly-
stuff.
Yeah.
But besides that part, we should do it.
We just
Yeah.
want to fuck women.
yeah.
yeah.
I
like
want-
a friendly.
like a friendly freak off.
you know, like the
We should host an orgy called Friendly Diddy Party.
Diddy party parentheses no Diddy.
Yeah, if Diddy Party, no Diddy, Friendly Diddy.
He should have called them the diddly parties.
Boo! Everyone's made that joke.
Have you made that joke?
Oh my God, yeah.
Ugh.
The diddler.
Dude.
Everyone's done that.
Dude, there's nothing new under the sun. Dude.
There's nothing new other than the fact that there was an article about P. Diddy that made me really angry this week. It made me so
Did you know
angry.
he was black?
You heard that from one of his like sci-fi, like the blind guy computers told him that.
I thought it was like a Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder kind of. Not Tom Cruise.
I know
what you
Robert
mean.
Downey Jr. I
Robert
ruined
Downey
the
Jr.
fucking
Yeah.
joke.
You got it.
This article, it was in New York Magazine, and the point of the article was like, you guys are focusing too much on the implications of the Diddy case. You guys are focusing too much. Why are you thinking about like sex trafficking conglomerates? You should be mourning the victims. And then it's like, you could do both. You could be sad for the victims. Like, it was trying to be like, it's like, they were like, a lot of people are trying to say that he was like a black Epstein. But why are you doing that? You should just feel about how sad it was that these women were raped.
Rowie, if I gave you, how much time and money do you think it would take for you to crack the Diddy case?
It's not. There's nothing to crack.
He had a bunch of people in there.
Dude,
It's all out there.
he's not. He's $20,000, 10 weeks.
You think you're
Yeah.
you're getting the proof that
Yeah.
like whatever Kevin Hart you're getting that
No,
tape.
dude.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
got it. No, they gotta take. Someone's got to take the fall.
Huh?
Someone's got to take the fall.
Yeah, P. Diddy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's
Well,
not
here's the thing.
$20,000.
I'm going to get the Diddy. I'm going to get the Diddy. I'm going to be like, you tell me the truth and I'll get it out there, baby.
Yeah.
Listen. Puffy. It's me and you.
One of the funniest things about the P. Diddy situation that I've not heard anyone mention yet is the fact that Chris Gethard used to have P. Diddy on his show regularly. Do you know of any idea what I'm talking about?
Who's
I
Chris
didn't know
Gethard?
that, but I know who Chris Gethard is.
Chris Gethard is like a very indie, really funny. I like him a lot. Comedian. He had a TV show that was on True TV.
I bet he's not that good.
No, he's really funny.
I bet he's pretty good.
He's really good.
I bet he's terrible.
Okay, well, you're just so wrong about
Quote me
this.
on that. I bet he sucks.
I'm gonna tell him you said that.
I bet he's corny.
No, he's so.
I mean,
sweet.
I'd love to be proven wrong.
I hope
We'll
we're
show you
gonna have
special
him kick
later.
your ass, dude.
But he had on his TV show, he literally had something called the Diddy Door because he was a big P. Diddy fan, and only P. Diddy. I really hope I'm getting this right, but that only he could walk through, and he came on the show.
What?
Yeah, it was like an indie comedy show that started at like UCB, and he was just a big P. Diddy fan.
That's kind of sick.
Let me fact check myself real quick.
But P. Diddy's like a scary guy to deal with.
But that's why it's like so funny that he was hanging out with like hipsters at UCB also.
And then P. Diddy.
I'm fact checking myself real quick. I want to make sure I nail this
on
right.
your flip phone. Yeah, go Google some dumb shit on your flip phone.
Dude, my favorite thing is the
But wait,
videos
so
the
the-
videos of 50 Cent being like, Diddy asked me to go shopping with him. What the fuck?
yeah. He's like, yo,
he said,
what
we
are you
need-
fucking gay?
Yeah, he
I'm
said,
not going shopping with a man.
He said we need to go shopping. I'm like, what?
But it's like you need to go shopping with other men because women don't have the male sensibilities.
Dude, no, dude. I don't like shopping at all.
Yeah, Diddy was on Chris Gethard show. Yeah,
Let's
which I
go.
think is for something about that.
But
and
what
I
did he
don't-
do?
He was like a guest on the show. It's like an hour-long improv talk show. And P. Diddy was just like Chris Gethard was a very publicly big P. Diddy fan. Obviously didn't know anything.
Yeah.
But he would just like come and like hang out at this. Like it would be like if P. Diddy came and hung out at fucking Tiny Boys.
It makes no sense that he was there.
Yeah,
was
that's
crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
It's
is
funny
insane.
he was there.
It was
Well-
funny that happened, and then also looking back at it, it's like, wow, really?
If you look into some of the details, you know he was drinking liquid cocaine. I did not know anyone did that.
Dude, he was
I know
also,
a guy-
he was
I know-
also
I know a
doing
guy who does
pink
that.
cocaine, dude.
He was on Tusi?
Yeah.
What's
No.
what's 2C?
Okay, so Tusi is like this
we
crazy
get
thing
some?
that's going on right now. It's coming out of South America. There's a really, really good Vice documentary on it. It's
I should have started a timer until Roy mentioned a Vice documentary.
it's TUCI, Tusi,
Anyway.
Vice. And it's basically Coke and Adderall and Molly and LSD
And ketamine.
and perks and
It's like the dust on the floor of a drug.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it's basically they take every drug, they make like a drug salad. And then
Did they run out of drug ideas? This feels like they're like aftermarket
no,
drugging.
I can't believe they didn't think of this sooner.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, it
I'm
I'm sure
literally-
someone's thought of this.
No, it's literally just like a dude was on fucking like heroin one day and was like, "What if I was on every drug?" And then here we go.
Yeah.
It's a really, really crazy documentary, especially because there's this whole thing about how there's a music genre that's spurred on in Colombia. By the way, you talk to any South American, they've done Tusi.
I've done it.
You've done Tusi?
Yeah.
Okay, wait.
Is it
put
great?
Put him in it for 1 sec. It's pink. It's pink Coke.
No, is
But
it
wait.
great? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome.
What? Okay, wait.
It's
Okay,
Molly.
what does that feel like?
What does it feel like?
Yeah.
Like everything, bro. It's like honestly the most I felt was the psychedelic element of it all.
Mm-hmm.
The
It's
coke.
too many things.
Yeah. The psychedelic element kind of takes over.
How'd you act?
How'd I act?
Yeah.
Horny as fuck.
That's bad. This is bad.
Well, it wasn't. You get horny as
You
fuck.
can't get horny as fuck while you're on coke and meth and Adderall
Well,
and ketamine
well,
and you didn't.
I know how to
feels
handle
unnecessary in
myself.
this one, by the way.
I was dating a girl. She was.
the whole thing is unnecessary.
No, but
Austin.
out of all those, you don't need Coke and Adderall. Hat on a hat.
I do
you know?
agree with that.
Bro,
I
but
agree
the
with that.
guys making it are already on meth. They're in the documentary. There's like a guy, like basically they're all so high that they have no problem bringing a cameraman in.
That's my problem with every Vice documentary, by the way.
No,
By the way,
no,
the one I
no.
did not have
No.
meth in it. They don't all have meth.
No,
in
they
it.
don't because every batch can be completely different. There's absolutely no way to trace.
Yeah, there's no FDA
Well,
on
I know. I
Tuesday.
knew what was in mine. I ordered. Okay, I'm not gonna say who, but a certain comic that frequents the tiny cupboard.
Oh, I know who this is.
Yeah. He got me it, and it had coke, Molly, ketamine, and acid in it.
But that's what
you can snort
that's
acid.
What they said. That's what you said. You don't know. And it has red 40. But in the Vice documentary, basically,
that's the issue. This is the food coloring.
Yeah, the food coloring.
Everybody's like, what's bad? What's in these food coloring, right?
The drug dealers knew that it would be a great advertisement for Tusi because the kind of fucking drooling idiots that watch Vice, they go and they
I'm pointing
watch,
at Rowie if you're listening.
And then they watch Vice and they go, yo, you can buy every drug at the same time and it's pink. I gotta buy that.
Yeah.
And it worked. And now it's gone global.
Well,
but the thing is
I didn't even need the documentary, dude.
Yeah.
I needed a binder with it in a pocket.
well, the documentary though, it's like they bring you back to the guy that's making it. It's just like a guy on meth, and he's just singing like I love to cook and I'm making the drugs, and I'm like exactly like, but that's literally like he's so high on meth. And he's just like singing and just cooking up this fucking
Can I say something?
poisonous concoction. Yeah.
The best workers in America are on meth right now.
Yeah.
I'm so serious.
And the best workers in the white collar section are on Adderall.
Yes. And it's
Rowie was on meth working fucking behind a cashier theorizing about Nazi bosses or whatever.
Dude, have you ever been to a Popeyes and you were like, that was fucking quick? They were on meth, dude. You were like, why are these mashed potatoes so fucking good? You know what I mean?
Like when you're on Adderall, you're in tune with the details, and when you're on meth, you ignore the details.
How do you know?
Don't worry.
Have you?
No, I've never done meth. No.
Oh.
Not knowingly.
I will say you aren't in tune with the details on meth. I've seen people on meth and they're like, there's something in the wall. They're like, there's something in the wall and I gotta get it out. We gotta dig it out now.
I hung out with a dude on meth one time, and he literally was, I didn't know it at the time, and then afterwards someone told me, and I was like, he was literally talking about how there were cameras in the walls.
Yeah.
And I thought that he was dead, and I was like, really? We were in like a fucking bar, and I was like, maybe, really? And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah, they're watching everywhere. And then later one of my friends was like, yeah, that guy was tweaking. And I was like, oh, fuck. I talked to him for like 2 hours.
Yeah, dude, I'll talk to those guys for fucking ever.
Because they're really intense.
They're
and I was
really
like, fuck, maybe there are cameras in the walls.
Dude,
They really believe it.
I follow a lot of guys on Twitter that are just on meth, and that's how they post fucking 40 hours a day.
Who's that guy, Jinx?
Huh? Yeah, that guy was smoking meth. He was smoking crack.
Oh, crack?
He was smoking crack. He was a beast.
Crack.
He would send pictures of him smoking crack to group chats. and then like you would just hear like people being like, no, Jinx is one of my favorite video editors. I'm like, this is a literal crackhead.
Yeah, no, but
this is a crackhead. This is a crackhead I know.
Dude, the crack channeled him to make art.
Oh, he was a beast. His videos are great,
His
and I
videos
understand.
were amazing.
I understand that
JYNX.
crack is important.
But wasn't he like a pedophile? I hope not.
I don't think he was a pedophile.
Okay, that's great.
Rose
I
really
hope not.
wasn't he a pedophile? I think.
No, I'm a fan. I'm a fan. But these days, you never know.
I'm a fan.
No.
But
I mean, that's to say, based on what you just told me, that was a good guess. But yeah.
Sorry, but what can I do?
Oh,
Wasn't he a pedophile?
he's a crackhead. He's not going to come for you.
That's the
fine.
exact kind of person I would imagine would come from.
No. He's got stuff to do.
Wait,
Yeah, he's got catalytic converters to flip, dog.
Those guys are busy, man.
Why did we bring up Tusi in the first place? Oh, I never got to say this. So in Colombia, right, there's a whole genre of music that stemmed from people doing Tusi, and it's just trans women that are just on tons of Tusi.
Right,
and
this
then
sounds
they
like you
make
made.
trans-
This sounds like your
It's
fantasy.
in the documentary.
There's trans women and they're giving me cocaine and LSD.
No, they're trans. So
Do you ever
they're
think Vice made all that
they're
shit
all
up?
trans women. They have their own genre of music, and all of the lyrics are all about Tusi. So like the lyrics are like the music's beating loudly. I feel it. Yes. The Tusi in my blood.
That's
Yo,
exactly what I
it was
wanted.
Crazy.
Hit me with, we'll talk money afterwards. Thank you.
Yo,
Should I eat this? I'm eating one now.
yo, let me get one. Let me get one of those. But why do we bring up Tusi in the first place?
You brought it up, bro.
But before, no, you said that you've done Tusi.
I have. I'll be honest. It was.
P Diddy.
Yeah, we were talking about P Diddy.
We're talking about P Diddy.
Obviously.
And the thing is about P Diddy
What
is
did P. Diddy
he was
do?
so volatile. Like he was so volatile. Like there's a video of him where he's just going, "Oh, whatever I want, I will get. I will get it. Whatever I want." And he goes like, and he picks up a phone and he's just like, "What's next? What's next?" And it's like, that's like a fucking animal foaming at the mouth, dude. That's like the guy in fucking a Serbian film. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's how it makes you feel. You are like, I could pick up like anything right now if I needed to. Like in my head at the time, I was like thinking about how easy it would be to pick up a car. I was like, have you ever thought about picking up a car? Like I was just talking to somebody. I was like, I could probably pick up a car. And they were like, you can't pick up a car. And I was like, I could totally pick up a fucking car.
No
like, you
way.
get angry.
There's a conversation on Tuesday?
Oh, yeah.
This is not safe. This isn't good.
I couldn't pick up the
Are
car.
you saying the meth, cocaine, LSD thing is not good?
Obviously.
I don't think so.
The best part was the Molly. I'll be honest. I should have just done Molly.
Yeah.
Just do Molly if you want to do 2CB.
So do you think the cookies help the podcast or hurt
Cookie
it?
cast. Cookie cast.
Do you think they're going to really enjoy hearing our mouths?
We're just
kinda half
talking
full?
about like P. Diddy and violent rape and eating cookies. This is the best podcast.
I know what we
ever.
do without the mics.
Yeah, I
This is,
don't
what
know,
this is what we'd be up to.
Yeah. But so another thing about Diddy, going back and
And after this, I actually do have a question for you guys, but you can finish this.
Can that be the episode title? Another thing about Diddy.
no,
We have to say like you're another thing about Diddy. Like
the thing is, when you go back, like I go back to like my childhood. I remember.
I really hope this is about to be not the
When I
saddest
was
thing I've heard in my life.
No, when I was.
I really hope this is not about to be something that I feel like, oh shit, really?
No, I'm not talking about when I got molested.
Okay, thank God.
That's like a Patreon.
Thank God. That's a Patreon.
That's a Patreon.
You gotta
comment.
pay to jerk off to that one.
But the thing is, I remember going back to like 6th grade when my English teacher like showed us Justin Bieber. She was like, "There's this guy on the news. He's like such a sweet little boy. He's only 16 and he's a singer. Isn't that amazing?" And then like you look at the way that the industry rolled out Justin Bieber and kind of just the course of his career, and you just look at it with this new lens of like you were getting fucking clapped. Like, you know what I'm saying? And
That's
like,
every pop star.
no, but with Justin Bieber, like that, I think that was one of the first times where it was so young and so innocent, like Michael Jackson style.
What's her name? Britney Spears was pretty young.
Is that what Justin Bieber gets for saying the N-word?
Did he do that?
That's
Yeah.
not-
Oh, yeah.
I haven't
You've
seen
never
this.
se- Okay, so there's a video of him just singing. He's like, one less lonely, and then he says the N-word.
And how old is he?
Like
Oh,
14.
that- you know,
Yeah.
you know the other one?
Oh, there's more?
Yeah, there's another one where he goes, what is it like? Why are black people afraid of chainsaws? And then when you start it up, it run. N-word. You can imagine.
It's
like
crazy they thought that was funny. That's what I mean. Obviously, you shouldn't say it at all, but the fact that you did it in a bad joke form is
Right.
so much worse.
Dude, have you ever seen the
Yeah.
video of him buying meth in like South LA? Yeah, like South Central LA.
How
Justin Bieber?
Yeah, there's a video of him
Who are
buying
these
meth.
videos?
Well, and he's with Selena Gomez, and there's like this literally like
Was
just this,
Selena Gomez on meth?
yeah, and there's this cholo dude that's like, yo, that's the Bieber homie. That's Bieber homie. Yo, are you Bieber homie? Yo, that's the Bieber
You
homie
think
right
that you
here
were-
in Compton right
He's
now.
in like a bright purple Justice hoodie. He's like in a bright purple Justice hoodie. It's like very clearly Justin Bieber.
It's obviously Justin Bieber. He's like, yo, that's the homie Bieber. What the fuck is Bieber
You
doing
would think
here?
that he would have
So-
a guy who would bring him meth.
Honest, like Selena
Yeah,
Gomez
he was
was
buying
on
meth.
meth.
Yeah.
You know, but
Huh?
you
She
think
was
you
on meth?
You'd think you'd
I
have
thought
like an
that-
assistant that handles his meth pickups.
No. You don't understand. His assistant was probably like, I'm not getting you meth, Justin. And then he went to Compton.
Well, I would
Yeah,
fire that assistant.
exactly.
If I had an assistant who wasn't buying me meth, you're no longer my assistant. Let's just make that clear.
Yeah, not good at your job.
Yeah,
but,
that's kind of your whole job.
But wait.
Well, there was probably a Mexican guy like talking for years about how he was selling meth to Justin Bieber
And
until,
everyone's like, shut the fuck
until
up.
the video came out.
And everyone's like, you liar.
I've talked to you guys.
You're stupid, man.
That's just a young white boy with a fucking weird swoop haircut, you know?
I've talked to you guys about like the Selena Gomez documentary, right?
Yeah, we talked about that.
like literally, if it's on Apple TV.
I love how much
have to watch it.
I love how adamant you are about like internet documentaries. It's one of my favorite things about it.
It's well, it's just like crazy stories.
No,
What do
it
you
is.
mean? And Selena Gomez, like, it takes like
But you talk about the news like it's something that happened to you, and I like that about you. You know what I mean?
I live in the world. I live in the world. I'm here. I'm here. You know
I
what
live
I
in
mean?
the world.
I live in the world where
Fuck,
Justin
you live in
Bieber got fucked by P. Diddy in the butt. And I watched that happen. I was a part of the experience. Being an observer is being part of the experience.
We were calling him gay too. We were like, fucking gay ass Justin. He's
Yeah,
I was
no,
part of the,
like,
I was part
literally,
of the
yeah.
experience. It's so funny.
Yeah, no, we all were. We're all part of the big.
Hey, don't you dare rope me into this. Don't you dare
were
rope.
part of
I
it.
was
You
not.
were calling him
I was
gay.
not
You
a
were
part of
calling
this.
Justin Bieber gay
I
while
was
he was
not
getting raped.
a part of this.
I was low key a part of it. Calling him
Y'all
gay.
didn't invite me. Y'all didn't. Hey, Austin.
We didn't know each other.
Hey,
We
Austin,
didn't
we're
know
freaking.
you.
Dude, if I knew you, I would have called him gay to your face. Don't worry.
But like it's just so crazy. So with the Selena Gomez documentary, first of all, it makes a lot of sense that she's on meth because she's like terminally depressed. It takes like 6 handlers at any point to like keep her alive. Like, all right, Selena, like time to brush your teeth. Like, let's get out of bed. Okay, good morning. And like, it's so crazy. And she's like on some like crazy like mental trip.
I hear the phrase handler a lot. Who do you hire your own handler, or do they kind of like
you're given a
enforce?
handler.
They find you.
But like, so like whatever, like the record company that owns your life gives you people to. Is that what it is?
They're
or-
like, this guy's your security.
And how
guy.
do I apply to be a handler? Because it seems like a fine job.
You got to find a mentally ill young girl, and you got to just
I have
watch
a
out for.
couple.
You just got to watch out for them.
And then what do I like take control of their life?
How? Well, you slowly do that by manipulating them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yo, and that, apparently, I mean, I know that we're just talking about old news at this point, but apparently that's what was going on with Kanye West. He was on the Galaxy gas. He was on the.
He was huffing nitrous, bro, with
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia,
Yeah.
the Mexican Nazi
Dude, it's
boxer.
and you know what's crazy? I've done whippets, but I've never been like whippets. This is what my experience with whippets is. I do the whippet and then I take it out and I go. That was cool, and then I move on, and then I just fucking. But like, I've
and now
never
you're
done
convinced
so
that
many
you're,
whippets.
and you're convinced that your boss is the Nazi now.
Those did not overlap in the timeline, dude.
Well, one happened and then the other happened. That's the timeline.
That's a good point. One happened the other. Dude,
But he is a Nazi. He's a Nazi. John George Vongerichten.
And what did Kanye say again?
Kanye? What he said? I love Nazis.
Oh, he went the other way with it. Oh, interesting.
Remember he was like Hitler's one of the greatest leaders ever.
Oh, he went the other. Okay.
Everybody's a good
I'm so
person.
not keyed into.
Hitler.
Most of my political news or like pop reference does come from Rowie. So
That's not good, man.
it's pretty. I'm really
not good.
filtered
That's not
via you.
good.
Yeah, I'll call you and you'll kind of fill me in for the week.
I think I talked about this on the last episode, but I have been trying.
That was
to,
the first episode.
Well, we're not sure. This might be
you
the
recorded
first
one before
episode.
This is
Okay.
the first. Yeah, this
Yeah,
is,
because
you're
the other
welcome.
one's really intense and a little bit pro 9/11. So we're like, we need
You're
a
so fucking dumb,
we need
bro.
a
You're
softball.
making you're like, let's start a podcast pro 9/11. God, I hope this doesn't fuck up my
it's
life
what the
entirely.
people want. It's what the people
I really
want.
love that there's like
It's what the
there was
people
like
want.
5 white dudes who just made millions of dollars and got cult followings off a podcast, and so then 1,000 white guys were like, "Oh, I'm gonna ruin my life trying to copy them."
Dude, facts. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna burn every person close to me, and I'm going to make political statements that I'll never be able to take back, all because Shane Gillis is really funny.
No, I'll admit, I was saying 9/11's good before. Before the podcast, I was on Twitter saying 9/11 was
Oh
good.
yeah, okay. No, you're right. My bad. Apologies.
I'm one of the guys that actually mean it. All right.
and you know what? You go fuck yourself because I'm not trying to copy Come Town. I'm not trying to copy Tim Dillon. I'm not trying to copy Shane Gillis.
Well, at least one of those things isn't true.
I got fucking Chris Horn next to me on this goddamn couch right now, and we're living life, experiencing it together, and it's just such a beautiful journey, and I'm capturing just a slice of that.
No, you're right. You're
This
copying
is
Matt
for me,
McCusker.
bro.
I forgot.
This is me. I'm not copying Matt because I'm my own guy.
We
No,
were
you're your own
talking-
guy. You're your own fellow. You're your own independent free thinker.
Yeah,
We were talking about we were just talking a little bit about Muhammad Atta and his adversity to pleasure.
Who is that?
He's the guy that coordinated the 9/11 attacks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But wait. So let's not just redo the whole.
Yeah,
last
no, I was just
episode.
saying it wasn't.
But I was saying
it
about
wasn't too
pop
crazy.
cultures, and I am trying to like do stuff that like the mainstream wants me to do. Like I watched Detective Pikachu. I listened to Sabrina Carpenter. Like I'm like listening to Playboy Cardi, and I'm like, what is he really trying to say? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
he's not trying to say anything. The whole thing is that he's not saying anything. He's just kind of telling you what exactly is happening.
Yeah.
He's just kind of like, oh, there's a bitch here. Oh, I'm really fucking high. Oh, now I'm scared. Why am I sad? Nah, I'm over it.
He's
You know what I
essentially
mean?
vlogging in
Yeah.
beat.
Yeah.
He's just
That's
vlogging his
crazy.
life. He's just
He's
like
vlogging ahead of a well-produced Metro Boomin track.
literally half of a track will just be the outfit he's wearing.
That's like in the movie when the guy is doing a fake name and he just names himself based on what's near him.
Yeah.
Salt shaker alarm clock. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
dude.
Wow, wait, I never even thought of that. Because I've had a theory. I've had a theory about some rap music that they're trying to like manifest like a mentality, like where they're trying to basically put themselves, like, you know how like Mike Tyson hypnotized him, like was hypnotized to be like, you're an animal, you're the best.
Well, that's
you're
what he's doing. He's putting himself in this like I'm some sort of like mystique guy, and then he's rapping exactly what he's doing, like while trying to be mysterious.
And then he's like manifesting
His own
like,
his own
life.
his own mystique. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually,
He's a talented artist, man.
yeah, no, actually, he's fucking good. Well, I mean, I don't know. If there is one guy that it's like, ah, man, like if I've had another Playboy Cardi fuck kids, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, really? I'd be like,
Well, he's beat women. Like,
yeah,
like a lot.
how much?
Huh? Like
much?
2-3 women.
That's not that much.
Well, it's a decent amount.
No, it's a lot. That's way too many, dude.
Also,
I'm gonna go on the record.
one is
Too many.
much. Yeah.
Too
One is
many.
too many.
Don't like that.
But here's my theory on that. You know, it doesn't really have anything to do with me listening to that song. You know what I mean? It's pretty sad. You probably should go to jail. But I love Whole Lotta Red. You know what I mean?
I've never heard the song, but I can imagine what you mean.
It's the album.
There's
but
a whole.
also,
Oh my God, Austin, we're gonna make you listen to Whole Lotta Red.
Please,
at some
Rowie
point.
hasn't filled me in on this one yet.
It's basically it's like a guy on codeine and he's like, bleh, 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 bleh. But it's like good.
It's like a black guy pretending to be a vampire that made an album.
That's cool.
I'm so
It's
serious.
straight up
It's-
Blackula, yeah.
Yeah, it's a black guy trying to be a vampire making an album about like, and it's like brand new like beats. Like he's like pushing beat boundaries is his big thing in production.
I'll check it out.
He's a beast.
Pushing beat boundaries and beating women. Dog.
He has his baby mom is Iggy Azalea,
Oh, good for him.
and he didn't show up for the baby's birth because he was playing PlayStation in Philadelphia with Lil Uzi Vert.
Yeah, that's a bummer.
There's a really
What
funny
are they
video
playing,
though.
you know?
There's a really funny video of her being like, he wasn't even there to see his son's birth because he was in Philadelphia playing PlayStation with Lil Uzi.
Lil Uzi's also like an interesting guy.
Another woman beater, non-binary woman beater.
Well, that's the thing about like these guys are so fucked up.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you're on a bunch of drugs.
It's crazy.
A bunch of drugs makes you hit girls.
Like there's some rappers where there's just such a thin line between them and like a guy on the A train. Like it's crazy. Like I saw Kodak Black recently. I'm a big Kodak Black fan. I love Kodak Black.
well, that guy smokes poor people drugs.
Yeah.
He does.
Trump freedom. That's this guy.
He's He's
Yeah.
a proletarian warrior, dude. He smokes meth.
Oh,
Yeah.
He still lives in like his apartment
He's a man
complex
of
with
the
his
people,
grandma. Yeah. He's
That's cool.
insane.
But Kodak like so me and Assad went to go see Sexy Red in concert.
Anyway,
First of all,
Wood.
huh? Yeah, she's beautiful.
Mhm.
She's a beautiful woman, Sexy Red. There's a reason actually why they call her Sexy Red. and she is
Where's the red come
quite
from?
the looker. Her hair
no.
is red. So it's very
It
like
turns out I have no idea who this is then, but keep going.
yeah. Hey sexy. Hey sexy. You don't know that?
I know that sounds
You don't
familiar.
you don't know the song that's like my pussy pink, my booty hole
Oh,
brown.
yeah, I've heard that.
Okay,
Pound
Steve.
town.
Demetrius told me a really funny rap lyric recently, and I'm going to mess it up, but it's you say you don't know how to cook, but because your mom didn't teach you how to cook, but your mom didn't teach you how to suck dick, and you suck dick. So
Damn.
I laughed really hard
Oh
about
my
that. I
God.
laughed really hard at that.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah.
Wait, but Kodak Black was like the feature artist of the show. So when Kodak Black comes out, it was like this crazy, like he's like just on stage, like, and you're like, is he good? And then he just like sits down on the stage, and like he like goes like he hunches down, and then he like perks up, and then just starts like kicking his legs like a little girl on the swings, and then just starts singing, and you're like, how did you do that? Like,
Dude, it's called locking in, bro.
Yeah.
I got to be honest. I can do that too.
yeah, you can
I
lock
can
it.
lock in. I've gotten pulled over on like a decent amount of substances in the past, not currently. You know,
Yeah, you're a different man.
I'm a
now.
different man now, but in the past, and all you
Don't just cookies with your damn
don't,
feet.
Don't crush the damn cookies.
No, it's the empty package.
Oh, okay, fine.
But anyway, You just like there is like a lot of people just have the ability to just like zero in. He's getting paid a lot of money to be there.
Yeah, I could lock
And
in
plus-
for 40 minutes.
Plus, he probably just did a little bump of cocaine and then it kicked in. Or meth.
Whoa, yeah. Well, it's just so crazy, dude. Because it's like you could see what's happening to rappers because it's what they did to Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I'm not saying it's news.
Oh, okay.
It's news.
I was like, yeah.
It's bad. It's not good.
Well, it happens in rock too.
Yeah, I know it happens.
It's like an artist thing.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but like it doesn't need to happen to every artist. But
No, but I think a lot of them just like it. The problem with being an artist too is you spend a lot of times like moving around, like touring, and you're bored kind of like throughout the day. You're driving. You're literally driving to different cities or flying to different cities. And when you're bored and you have a bunch of money, you just do drugs. It's really simple.
You don't even need to have a bunch of money. You can.
Yeah,
When you're bored.
When you're bored, you just do a bunch of drugs. Yeah.
Do drugs.
That's why you gotta work.
Yeah.
Or else
So
you'll
you
just
can
do
do
drugs.
drugs.
Well, no,
America.
so you don't do drugs. You do the drugs that make you the good drugs, the ones that make you just work, like Red Bull, cigarettes.
Yeah.
What else?
Mushrooms now.
Yeah, mushrooms. Mushrooms?
They're trying to make mushrooms like you can work so good when you're on mushrooms.
I've been hearing that. I don't believe that, but maybe that's just not for me.
I've done mushrooms. I did mushrooms at one show, and it was fun. But I couldn't imagine eating shit.
Oh my god!
And then it being really bad for you.
Yeah, it would be.
Bro,
horrible.
bombing on mushrooms seems like a hell that I could never recover from.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like I would not want
Really?
to do stand up anymore if I bombed on mushrooms.
I would probably just laugh so hard.
Oh no! I let terror take over sometimes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like
man.
terror can take over when I'm on psychedelics.
It's fun to do stand up. Are you not having fun?
Huh? Bombing is not fun.
Bombing is the worst thing.
Bombing is so funny.
No.
Bombing is so
That's
funny.
you, bro.
I went up at the last Sugar Babies and I was getting ready for the Right Side of History and I did all of my Israel stuff. And the thing is about Sugar Babies is that, so let's compare the two names of the shows.
Okay.
Sugar Babies, The Right Side of History. Which one of those shows do you think is more receptive to Israel jokes?
Yeah, I see your point.
So I went up there and I just talked about Israel and I was like, I know these people are gonna fucking hate this. And I go up there and I just go, and like people would tighten up and I go, what's the matter? I was just talking about Israel. I mean, come on, guys, we're having fun. We're having fun. It's fun. I don't bomb. Like I don't like go out of my way to bomb, but it's like if I have to work on something, then I gotta work on it.
You gotta work on it.
Gotta work on
I'm
it.
thinking about starting to fight the crowd more. I think it's time for me to start being more advantageous.
I think it'd be great for you as a guy.
I agree. I think just me could do that.
Yeah.
And I need because I can also bring it back real sweet like.
You go, ah.
Well, like when I
That's what you say to the people in the room.
some of the most fun I've had was walking that one wigger at the Tiny Boy show. Like that's like one of the most memorable things that happened recently. It was at Flophouse.
Oh, was I there? I missed that.
Yeah. No, I walked some wigger with his girlfriend. I think he didn't know he was a wigger. Like I called him out. I was like, you have JT swag, right? You look real Timberlake, like.
And he got mad because
he got mad and left. He got mad and left. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I thought he asked for money back.
Damn.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I missed that somehow.
Oh, well.
A lot of things going on.
He was not happy with me, but I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, it is fun.
this is at Tiny Boys.
Tiny Boys, yeah.
Oh,
That's
great.
yeah, good.
But yeah, wait, you had a question for
Oh
us.
yeah. Okay. How? What is your guys' goal for this podcast? Like, what do you want out of this?
$3,000
That's and I think that's exactly what you should want out of this. Total or a month?
a month.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
$3,000 a month would be awesome.
I could see you getting there.
I would really like some money so that I can do art, and I want to make. Honestly, I want to talk about stuff that resonates. I just want to make good art, really. And the thing is that I think, and I'm gonna be really, really, really gay. And I don't mean gay in like the I like penis way, but
Sure, I know what you meant. But yeah, keep
in the
going.
derogatory way. I think that what's so special about being a comedian in New York is you meet all these special people and special characters and just big personalities. And when you deal with people, the kind of people that we deal with, they're not afraid to be themselves and they don't confine themselves to like these boxes that like corporate jobs and stuff like that like confine you to, because it's like a lot of people, like their personalities have just kind of been like locked into an algorithm.
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's really crazy.
You ever just like bomb at a dinner with people, like your girlfriend's friends or whatever, and you're like, oh, but y'all are, because they're all like weird and nervous and shit.
They're weird and nervous, and they're also like, oh my god, Friends is amazing. And it's like back when, because now people have more agency over the stuff that they can consume if they so choose. So you have like really like alternative kind of people, like like cool shit, but then you have the people that are still working in the way of the old world, which is that they just consume whatever's put in front of them. That's what the old world is that there were, 100 channels.
Yeah,
that's what you have.
Yeah.
So now I don't know, but the reason I want to do it, it's like it's really like so beautiful and cool to like live the life that I live, and like the conversations that I think people have are so sacred. I think that like when people like have a conversation and like actually talk about stuff and like engage minds, like I don't think that that's the only thing that's real to me, because otherwise I'm just like sitting in my own head, and then the only time that anything feels real ever is when I turn to someone next to me and I go, yo, so he was raping Justin Bieber the whole time? See, like that's not just me. That's not just me. And then guys around you go, yeah, I think so. And then suddenly things become real. There's like some sort of consent. And I just think that conversations and podcasting, I think it's beautiful and awesome. And I think that we're just two freaky weird guys, so we can have conversation that people haven't had.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I like doing shit like that. Also, pretty much like for me, it was like best case scenario was like working at a warehouse. Like that's the long line of work with like people I come from. So anything better than that is sick. Anything better than that is sick as fuck. Like $3,000 on a podcast and just like talk to like, just like funny looking guys I find. Dude, that'd be sick.
Yeah, we gotta have Lil Pete on.
Oh, Lil Pete, he's a legend.
He's a legend. Yeah,
y'all are so funny.
Well, we're gonna have Lil Pete.
Y'all are so funny for this.
Dude, I'm telling you, I was talking to the booker of The Stand. I was talking to Patrick Milligan, and we were talking about Lil Pete, and I was like, if I don't turn Lil Pete into a fucking superstar, then I was born Jewish for nothing. For nothing.
I agree.
For nothing. This is my mission as a Jew. To see this talent, to see this strapping Italian man, and to bring light to the world. And
I really appreciate that about you.
So Patrick Milligan, he called Lil Pete the what do you call it? The hope. The shining star and hope of New York City of New York comedy.
He is. He's like to me unironically, and this is a very serious thing, Lil Pete represents a new way forward for comedy, dude. I'm so serious, dude. There's something about him, and it's not just him. You got to harness his strength. He's like a piece of steel, like a new piece of steel we found. He's a new element, bro.
Yeah, he's a new
and
element.
we have to figure out how he works.
And the thing is, but it's not just that. It's also like when it comes to like Lil Pete, this is my opinion. It's like, I think that one thing that happened to comedy recently is like people stop like having fun, where now it's like, this is a showcase of my material. This is a showcase. Like, and the thing is, like, when there's like an artist that's like worthwhile, that has like something to say or some sort of insight or unique perspective, like Shane Gillis, or like who's just like a master of writing material. You're like, that's great, and it can be universal, but like, so like you go on fucking Hulu and it's just like fucking like 8 Korean women with the same exact life story, and they're all just like college educated, nice, and it has nothing to do with the fact that they're Korean. It's just a coincidence. It's just a coincidence. It's not.
They insert any Asian.
I'm just well, it's not just that. No, because but it's like so much of comedy is like autobiographical, and it's like, this is who I am. I grew up, and this is my mom, and this is my dad.
We're in the one-man show era right now.
Yeah, we're in the one-man show era, and it's like, what happened
Post
to
the net.
what happened to just do wild shit that's fun? What's unleashing getting Lil Peep into a green room and having him ask every woman that walks into the green room. Well, not ask. He says, "Yo, I'm collecting Instagrams."
I need Instagram.
It's fun.
Do you want to be my 992nd follower? I'm trying to get $1,000 before the night's over.
He's literally so fun.
Bro,
and he reminds people to have fun.
Yeah.
And there's so much. Oh,
Yeah, we should try to find a way to work him into our Tinder thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, of course, of course. So another thing, not just having fun. It's like something that I heard from some of the older comedians that I've been around. Is like, your class of people is kind of like happier. They're happier. And I'm like, yeah, I don't want to be fucking miserable. Because you look at all the old comedians, they're like, you have to fucking suffer for fucking comedy.
Because I think that success happens a lot quicker now. Because back in the day, to get successful, you had to literally, like, there was like 4 ways to do it. And now there's like 1,000 ways to do it. And so, like, we know people who are like a year or 2 in who are pretty successful.
But I think it's a little more retarded too.
Oh, 100%.
It's a little more.
No. I agree with you there.
Because there's
But I think
so
they're
many,
happier.
And that's not even an attack at anybody that's had that success either.
Yeah.
There are some people that have been here in a year and they're having success, and I'm like, oh, they deserve that.
Yeah.
But there are some people that they've been doing it in a year, and it's like, this is just fucking, like, how did this even happen?
Yeah. No, I know.
But there's so many.
If you had to name a few of those, who would you
Yeah,
have
no,
to
I'm not gonna, I don't have any names.
But the thing is that there's so many people that are just carbon copies of the same person, like, and it's no change in perspective. And then it's like, and then, you know, there are guys out there that actually do have like a perspective. I'm a Jewish man that became schizophrenic and then tried to get magic powers for 2 years. Chris used to eat squirrel soup in Ohio.
Is Stu?
Sorry, squirrel stew. I don't even know how to describe CaRVE, honestly. He's just psycho.
He's a psychopath, dude.
And then you're like a mysterious, sexy stranger who I just want to touch it with my mouth.
Well, I didn't say all that, but you are like a wanderer that I respect. You know what I mean? I really like the flip phone. That's a good vibe.
And the thing is, there's so many people that are like carbon copies of each other. It's like, what happened to being an individual? What happened to being a person? I feel like we're so inside baseball. CaRVE, can you check the time on it? Let's see where we're at. Because
it's for sure been over.
Are you playing Call of Duty Mobile?
Yeah.
Hour 7.
Well, we just hit that.
We were kind of yapping about nothing at the top, though. We should probably do like 3 or 4 more minutes.
Well, what do you mean? We were, but also like we could just like do a set, like smoke, and then do a second weirder one.
What?
Does that not sound crazy? Does that not sound like?
Well, hold on. We'll talk about this after we finish recording.
I think that we should do 3 more minutes of us arguing about what we should do.
Yeah. We should.
About what
we
Yeah,
should
Roy
do.
wants to smoke weed. I don't think I'm gonna do a second one, but I don't think I was invited either. So that's kind of works for me.
What do you mean you weren't invited?
You were definitely
you're here.
invited.
Fuck. Okay.
You don't have to.
No, it sounds fun. What
I
time is
honestly
it?
don't want to do a second one.
I would hang out.
I'm down to hang out. I want to go smoke outside. I'm trying to be outside for a minute.
Yeah, I didn't leave my house today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
I figured.
We can leave.
Yo. Well, that's the first episode of.
What did they say to get you to let him do it here? Why didn't you do it at your apartment, Roy?
CaRVE has gear and CaRVE knows what he's doing, and I'm like,
Cave, you do know what you're doing.
When we had our
Cave is a
original
genius.
podcast, I put in for a third of this.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
So I'm collecting.
Nice.
Hey. That's it, everyone.
Oh, let's do plugs.
Oh, plugs. Austin, do you have anything that you want to plug?
Austin is a boring name on Instagram. What is this? What am I talking? I'm asking when this comes out. Like, I'm on the road. Check my Instagram. I'm traveling everywhere.
Austin is a cool and funny comedian.
Yeah,
He's a great
please come
comedy.
out.
Yeah.
I want that to work. Thank you for listening.
Austin is for the culture.
At Austin is a boring name.
Chris, what about you?
Oh, Bam Fargera on Twitter.
Man, how'd you get that? That's crazy.
Bam Fargera, dude, is a great.
Wild
fucking name.
that wasn't taken. Good
It
for you.
was a great name.
Good
dude.
for you.
It's a great name, and I
Probably sell
love
that
it.
for some money.
Huh? No, I'm keeping it forever.
No, that makes sense.
I'll
You
die
should.
with Bam Fargera. And then Chris Horde Comedy on Instagram. Right Side of History, November 11th. Tiny
10th?
Boys.
11th? 10th?
11th.
11th?
11th?
10th?
10th?
Right Side of History, November 10th or 11th with Ivy Woke and Assad Benbow. Patrick Doran.
Patrick Doran's going to be on it.
Aldo
Fucking-
Campagna. He's
yeah.
Mexican.
And then hopefully a big headliner.
Yeah, then I hope we'll get one.
Yeah, we'll
we'll
get one.
swing a big fish.
It's gonna be Louis C.K. and he's gonna jack off in front of all of you.
Yeah, Louis C. Gay.
Follow Cave.
KVPQN. Yo, plug yourself, bro.
Shit. You can follow
walk
me
in here.
KPVW. There I am. KPVWXYZ on Twitter. KPVQN on Instagram. And that's it.
Roey Rosen, ROEYROZEN.
Malware's Montclair on SoundCloud.
Who?
Malware's Montclair, great album. It's coming out on SoundCloud. Check it out. With Creed's song with RFK nephew. You got to check it out.
Yeah, that's sick. And then, ROEYROZEN, and then on Twitter, ROEY_RO, Roey _Roe.
Woey whoa.
Woey. Okay, that's the podcast.
Yeah.
Cut.
Sick.
Bang.
Easy money. Yeah.